Hi, lovely humans. Welcome back to the Happy AI Show. I am Julie, your AI confidence coach for non-techie business owners. And today we're jumping into something that I wish I had known before I started my business. If I were starting today with no website, no followers, no fancy tools, and I had AI in my back pocket, I would do things very differently. So let me walk you through what I would do if I were starting from scratch, step by step. Starting a business can feel like juggling all the things. There's so many things to do and zero time, particularly if you're starting a business as a side hustle. But here's the good news. AI can help you to build momentum faster without worrying about being perfect. You don't need to learn 20 tools. You don't need to become a prompt engineering wizard. There's just a few simple things that you can do that will make a massive difference. So, if I were starting another business again today, and I'm not, but I'm sure I will at some point because I am definitely a serial entrepreneur, this is what I would do. First of all, I would use AI to absolutely nail my message and the impact that I want to have on the world. That's where I would start with every business now. So I would go, okay, what is the outcome? So people are always moving from pain point when they buy something. They're moving from a pain point or a desire for something, so a kind of an unsettled state, to a feeling, right? So the first thing I would do is get really clear on what is that feeling. For me, it's always happiness, right? It's always happiness. So for you, what is it? You can borrow happiness, like you can do it with me, let's change the world together, or you can do something else. But it's about it's about starting with the end point in mind. So not going, oh, I've created a necklace. How can I make this? What's the USP? How can I make it different? How can I have an impact on the world? It's about going, what is the impact that I want to have on the world? And then working backwards and using ChatGPT to brainstorm that. So saying, these are the sorts of things that are important to me. These are my values. This is what's important to me. On a lazy Saturday morning, if there were no other demands on my time, this is what I'd be doing. And most importantly, I think this is what I want my legacy to be. Like at my funeral, which hopefully is in many, many, many years, decades' time, I want people to say, this is the impact that I had on the world. Like that, start there and work backwards. So use that then. So use ChatGPT to go, help me come up with that. And then work backwards and go, right, create me a bio, create me an Instagram profile, create me an email signature, everything that all link back to this legacy. Second thing I would get it to do is to create a quick freebie. So in the last episode, we talked about lead magnets. I would get it to create a really simple lead magnet to help your ideal client move closer to where they want to be or solve a small pain point for them, something that's short, something that's really actionable, and something that's easy to create. But most importantly, ask AI to give you a really magnetic title. So for a freebie, for a lead magnet, the biggest selling point there is the thing that people can see is, what's it called? Like, what's it actually called? And if it speaks to them, then they download it. And you've got their email address before they've seen how good the freebie is in the background. Now, I'm not saying that you should, put out something that's rotten, but a couple of pages, like a checklist, a quiz, just something that would be useful to somebody else is a great way to get people onto your email list. I would start my email list the day I start my business or before my launch. If I were to do it again, I waited too long to start my email list, and I see so many clients waiting to do that. The third thing I would do is I would say, give me 2 weeks of content. So I would say, give me 10 warm, if that's your brand voice, engaging posts, mixing kind of tips, personal stories, relatable content, all things that are perfect for my ideal customer. If you haven't thought about your ideal customer in a while, come along to my next AI Without the Ick training. You'll find the registration form at juliebegbie.com/ick, ICK. Free boot camps that I do regularly. They help you to revisit your ideal customer, amongst other things, and also feed that into ChatGPT so you really understand how, ChatGPT really understands how to come up with content that really speaks to your ideal customer, that stops the scroll. The next thing I would do is I would ask ChatGPT to start a weekly email. So given what it knows, given what you've fed it, and given the plan it's come up with so far, I would ask it to draft me a short, friendly email that shares one tip, one story, and one idea with my ideal clients. I would ask it to make it conversational, to be like it's your friend speaking to you. It's like me just speaking to you in the same way as I would speak to my best friend. And then I would ask it every week to come up with a new email, or I would batch that probably a month in advance. And I would make sure that those emails were useful, had actionable tips in them, and really captured my brand voice, so that if people get them and they like them, then it pulls them further into my world. They work out whether they would like to maybe work with me further or not. If I'm not for them, they unsubscribe. We all go away as friends. No one's upset. And then the last thing I would do is I would use it to build my confidence. So I've touched on this before, but confidence does not come from waiting around for confidence. Confidence comes from courage that results in you taking action. It's to feel the fear and do it anyway. But sometimes it's dead easy for me to say that. But in the moment, it can be hard to go, oh, I don't know, it feels really vulnerable putting myself out there, whatever the thing is. I would use AI like my business bestie. So not in this case to do the work, but to get over the, where do I even start feeling? I would go, I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable about this because, and wait till you hear what it says, because it knows you now. We've started to use, ChatGPT knows you. We've started to use it. And it's like your biggest cheerleader. It's just so lovely. And I'll often just say to ChatGPT, I know I should have done this thing today, but I've not done it. And it'll be like, Julie, be gentle with yourself, la la. However, but it's like your gentle friend, but also your friend that understands what your goal is. They'll go, okay, be gentle with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Could you do it tomorrow? Like, can we make sure that we don't lose this? And it's if you're like me, when I've got a number of mentors that I work with, and they all bring different things to my business and to me personally, and I love them all. And when I jump on a call with one of my mentors, I never want to jump on that call and go, you know, that thing we agreed last time, I didn't bother doing that. Like, I'm just not going to say that. So it means that I do it. So I have accountability built in. The best way to get accountability is with an actual human. And if you need accountability in your business, I'm here. I've got memberships that can help you with that. You can work with me one-to-one. But if you were looking for accountability at zero cost, then ChatGPT can do that. Like, so use it, tell it what you're thinking. The other thing that I like about talking to ChatGPT as well as my mentors is I don't have to be embarrassed. Do you know, if I say to, so I use it as a health coach as well, right? So I don't feel that I need to kind of go, yeah, I ate really healthfully yesterday, I ate all the right things. I can go, do you know what? I did go over my calories yesterday and I only walked for 45 minutes instead of an hour, or whatever the things are. I feel it's easier to be honest with ChatGPT because it's not judgmental. So yeah, building your confidence. So let's go right back to the beginning and go, what are the things that I would do if I was starting again today? I would use ChatGPT to nail my message, my legacy, the impact that I want to have. And I would start with the end in sight. I would use it to create a quick PDF freebie, or doesn't need to be a PDF, but some sort of lead magnet that's going to get your list started. I would use it to plan 2 weeks of content, 4 weeks of content, and I would give it instructions and give it my thoughts as to what it should include. And then I would ask it to create a weekly email. I'd probably batch that for the first month at least, and then get a bit of feedback, see how that's going. And finally, point 5, I would use it to build my confidence. You don't need to do everything on day one, right? And you definitely don't need to do it alone. AI can just help you make brave moves faster, but you're still the boss. You decide the pace. You keep the magic. Go away and do something. See, when you take the time to watch a YouTube video like this, I always feel like I need to implement something. Otherwise, it wasn't a good use of my time. So I want to try and implore you to keep that mindset when you're watching anything I create or anything anybody else creates. Like if it's to do with your business, just watching things isn't going to get you to that goal. But taking one thing and implementing it is the secret. So think about everything that I've covered here today and take your idea away. If this episode sparked ideas for you, and if you haven't already, grab my free Simpler Marketing with AI starter kit. It's got prompts, it's got tips, it's got confidence boosts to help you grow with ease. And if you'd love a supportive place to practice AI, come and join me inside the AI Confidence Club. It's AI without the overwhelm. There's just joy, humans, and progress that you can really feel. You bring the brilliance, I'll bring the bots. See you next time.
You bring the brilliance, I'll bring the bots, turning big dreams into why nots. You've watched the happy AI show, now it's your turn. Go take action, implement, and watch your business burn bright. Dare to dream, why not you?